Today we're checking out Rookie Cop Faces Hardened Criminal. We're gonna check this out.
These are moments when rookie cops were faced with hardened criminals. He ran directly into Antoine, who was acting very strange.
What's he holding right there?
Can I just see what you have? Okay, put it down on the ground.
After several moments, Antoine slowly produced what he'd been holding in his pocket, a handgun, but instead of retrieving his firearm as one would expect, the officer sat frozen in fear before retreating and pleading with the man not to shoot him.
Wait, he called the cop a rookie?
Do not move. Stay right there. Just stay over there.
Please, sir. Please. Please. Please don't do that.
73, I gotta get a gun. I'm not doing anything. Look, I'm not doing, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm not.
I'm finna shoot your ass.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Shoot your
At that point, the officer had allowed Antoine to get too close for him to reach his service weapon without being shot, so Officer Ash decided to reach for Antoine's weapon instead. Another poor decision.
Don't drop the gun.
I don't have it. Look. I don't have it. I don't have it.
Oh.
Shot fired. The guy has a gun over here. Isabella.
Did the cop get hit?
I'm okay, but I need backup.
The bullet missed the officer by mere inches, and he finally withdrew his gun before calling for backup. But at that point, Antoine had barged into his family member's apartment and barricaded himself inside. A tactical unit was forced to respond, and after 5.5 long hours of negotiation, they took Antoine into custody. He would be booked into the Oklahoma County Detention Center on charges of pointing a firearm at a police officer and possession of a firearm by a
That's life, guaranteed.
Most would agree that he should be facing an attempted murder charge instead, like this next suspect who shot at officers in the middle of a crowded street.
I got it. He just punched me. What are you? Yo, stop, bro.
He's mad slow. They didn't catch him. They really rookie cops. He's slow as hell.
Officer Brett Baller, who'd only been on the force for 3 months at that point, was shot in the right hip. Though his partner returned to fire, none of the bullets hit Devin and he sprinted away. Police would spend the next 30 hours diligently searching for the suspect until the trail finally led them to a residence in Wakefield where he was taken into custody. He was subsequently charged with 2 counts of attempted murder on a police officer, and as for Officer Baller, 9 days after the shooting, he was wheeled out of the hospital to the glorious sounds of bagpipes and the applause of his entire department. His own little welcoming party to the NYPD family. But unfortunately, the next officer wouldn't be able to celebrate a return to the force after a close-range shooting had cost her her career. But she never expected the young suspect would be armed and dangerous.
You gotta stand up.
What I do?
Come on, turn around.
What?
Look, turn around.
Oh.
Officer shot! Officer shot! Officer shot! Help me!
Where's your radio?
Help me!
Where's your radio?
Where are we? Officer shot!
Throw the key on that. What? Throw the key away.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Where are you shot?
Arms and leg.
I got you, man. I got you. Stay with me, okay? Watch my back, man.
I got you.
Officer White, who had just graduated the academy 3 months prior, was taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds in her arm and leg, while Will was taken down to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. Will's trial was delayed several times after a judge ruled that he was incompetent and needed to be medically evaluated, but it would later be exposed that his incompetence was all an act after prosecutors got their hands on a recorded jail call where Will expressed that he was going to falsely report to an officer that he was seeing and hearing things. Despite this, the judge allowed the mental evaluation to continue, and the trial was further postponed. He was sentenced to 88 years in prison, and as for the former officer, the shooting would unfortunately spell the ending of her dream career, since she was left with long-term damage from the incident, which impacted her ability to move and blood circulation in her leg. Though Will had managed to do an unspeakable amount of damage in a matter of seconds, he wasn't as out of control as the next suspect who tried to choke an officer with his own taser wire.
Bro, these are
Employee at the
crazy,
Motto
bro.
Hotel.
I see acting like this is a GTA cutscene. Look at her hiding in the corner. Yo, what's good with her, bro? Oh, y'all saw that? Look, look. Yo, what's good with her?
Come here, come here, come here, come here. It's the police. You're safe.
No, I'm
You're
not.
safe. Come here.
Nigga, please.
I'm the police. Come here.
Are you gonna take me to jail?
No, no, no,
No,
no.
for real.
Is she trying to?
Come here.
Oh nah, she's wilding.
I got one running. Stop. Get back.
Why?
Get back.
Tase. If tasing doesn't work, just run.
Despite having been tased multiple times, Melissa kept physically attacking the officer, only stopping when her pants fell down and she tripped. But in an instant, she was back on her feet and attempting to strangle the officer with the taser wire.
Bro, she might be superhuman. How do you take? She took the taser and she's rapping. Oh nah, she's a superhuman, bro. I've never seen nothing like this. Look, she took the taser.
Yo, I don't want to shoot you. I'm right there, bitch. Right now.
What?
After Melissa had managed to grab the officer's metal baton and beat him over the head with it, he had no choice but to fire several shots into her torso. She dropped to the ground, but then repeatedly tried to get back up as another officer makes her way over.
Yo, what? Bruh, she's not human, bro.
Get out. Stop.
What you do?
She hit me with my hat.
Okay. Take a breath. Take a breath.
Paramedics would then transport both the officer and the suspect to the Winchester Medical Center, but Melissa was pronounced dead a short time later. The officer was treated for serious injuries to his head and returned to duty weeks later. Following the incident, detectives learned from Melissa's family that she'd been battling drug addiction for the last 15 years, and the man who was at the hotel with her reportedly spoke to her grandmother. He advised her that they'd been staying at the hotel for a week, but on that evening something went wrong with his credit card, causing Melissa to storm out in a blind rage, and that was the last time he ever saw Melissa alive. While the officer could probably tell what kind of night he was in for, the next rookie officer learned just how fast a suspect can switch from polite to murderous.
Look, she will f***ing shoot you in the head. She'll shoot you in the head.
I need some more. 213 temperature now.
What's your name?
Kendall Chapman.
Kendall. How's that? How do you spell that?
Kendall.
Unclear who 31-year-old Kendall Chapman really is, but it's not this man. This is 34-year-old Edward Leon Pulley, and Edward is a convicted felon who's hiding a firearm in his waistband, and he was determined to evade arrest by any means necessary.
Get it. Hop out for me. Hey, man, I'm just going to hang on to you for just a second. If you step right here for me. Don't reach for anything.
Whoa.
Don't reach for anything.
Don't.
Reach for anything.
You're a mother.
Don't reach for anything. I got a gun.
I got a gun.
Look, she will shoot you in the head.
I'm past.
Henry 213, we have a suspect down here with a gun.
Get off me.
We need backers. We need backers
Hold your
immediately.
head.
Did you just... No.
It's not.
Relax. We have shots fired. We need extra. We need backers.
Edward managed to grab the gun in his waistband and fired one shot, hitting the senior officer in the foot. The rookie, who was then taken out of the cruiser, responded with a shot that hit Edward in the torso, and both were rushed to the hospital and successfully treated. Upon release, Edward was charged with assault and battery with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm by a felon, falsely impersonating another to create liability, driving without a license, resisting an officer, and possession of methamphetamine.
How do you not get charged with attempted murder? I don't understand that, bro. Like, you should never, there should be no reason for you to shoot at an officer, bro. How do you not get charged with attempted murder?
But meanwhile, another young officer walked into an encounter not knowing that he would find a dead body.
Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
24-year-old Officer Darius Wade was smart enough not to completely turn his back on Israel as he went through the doorway. Because of this, he caught footage of Israel quickly grabbing a metal brake rotor and trying to tuck it down to his side before following the officer into the room.
What's that for?
Oh no, to block the door and floats open.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You got any lights there?
Yeah.
Turn the lights on.
She paid a bill.
What's the bag for?
She lifts the bed.
She was bad. You got it covered like that.
Because your rain was out in the window and stuff.
Yeah, you pull the cover back for me. Why is she covered up like that? Her face. Is it Dorothy? Why don't she got flowers and stuff on her like that? Okay, step back. Step back.
She's dead.
What do you mean she's dead?
She's dead. I was going to call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
What the fuck?
Put your hands up. All right. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Your back. You don't got any weapons or anything, right?
What the fuck?
Turn around. No, look at me. Hands behind your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. No, you're not gonna get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous.
Shoot me in the face.
No.
Please shoot me in the face.
No.
Her relatives. Call her relatives.
Resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Put your hand behind your back, your other hand. Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move.
It's at that point that Officer Wade's body camera fell off, but you can still hear the dramatic argument that ensues.
Right in the head, come on. Do it, please. Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir,
Do it.
drop the
Do it. You don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir,
Right in the face, man.
the ball.
Right in the face. Come on. Come on.
drop the
Come
ball.
on. Right in the face, man. Please.
Oh.
Closer up.
Nah, this is
Give me your hand. Check that unit. I got it. Hold on. Someone get medical. Now. Call for medical.
Israel was taken into custody and transported to the hospital where he underwent successful treatment of his wounds. Meanwhile, Dorothy's remains were taken to the medical examiner's office. Surprisingly, it was concluded that she had died of lung cancer, meaning that Israel didn't actually kill her. So why did he freak out like that? Likely because he was wanted on a bench warrant for failure to appear in court, and as a result, he was charged with battery on law enforcement, resisting arrest, and 2 counts of bail jumping.
Wait, what? So he had nothing to do with, he was thinking like automatically gonna think he did something. That's either way, that's insane, bro.
While we may have some idea why Israel did what he did, this next case left officers with more questions than answers after a suspect took his own mother hostage and tried to eat an officer's fingers.
What?
Ah, stop playing. Ah, arms. Let me see your hands. Get on the ground. Now. Get on the ground right now. Hands behind your back. Don't move. Don't. You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground right now. Get on the ground. Come on.
Oh!
I'm getting a skip. Are you okay?
Service one unit. 13.
He started biting him?
Get your butt up. Get your finger up.
After pouncing on Officer Ricci and striking him multiple times in the head, Deonta was then taken to the ground where they tried to get the handcuffs on him, but in the fray he had managed to get the officer's fingers in his mouth and started trying to bite them off. Officer Ricci was in and out of consciousness as he was transported to the hospital. The suspect, on the other hand, was pronounced dead at the scene. Following a months-long investigation, Officer Ricci was cleared of any wrongdoing and allowed to return to work, and around the same time he was cleared, the family filed a lawsuit against Anne Arundel County, claiming that Deonta's civil rights were violated and the officers weren't properly trained. The case is still ongoing. As a rookie cop, the only thing worse than facing off with a crazy suspect is having to face off with your boss.
Man, I don't know. All these are pretty crazy, but it might be the craziest video I ever watched.
But you didn't use that to buy your razor?
No, sir.
No? How come?
No, I mean, I realized that I had my electric shaver here, so I didn't really see the need to actually buy that. It's not more money.
Listen, Ski, this is the time, okay? This is a very important juncture in your life.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where I want you to be 100% straight with me. If you messed up and you kicked your door because maybe you forgot your key, maybe because you were pissed off, stuff happens. If I was in a bind and I had to kick my door, I'd kick my door. Okay? That's when we gotta help each other out. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake. Put your phone down or whatever. But I'm gonna take this from you, okay? Is this triple? Is it a thumb release? Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and take all your gear off. Mind that this doesn't have to be the end of law enforcement for you, okay? This is a misdemeanor. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, okay? You might have another shot in the future, but you can't start your career out with a false report, okay? It is a crime, all right? I think maybe, you're 21 years old, and I'll tell you right now.
Unfortunately for former Officer Amasqueta, that wasn't as far as the humiliation would go. As the senior officer mentioned, making a false report is a crime, and more specifically, it's an arrestable offense, which meant that the officer was about to pay a visit to the same place he had sent numerous suspects before him.
Is there any other department issue stuff that you can think of?
Matthew Amasqueta was booked into the Lincoln County Detention Center for making a false report and also officially terminated from the department, and his actions were reported to the police academy.
Been the craziest video I ever watched. That's crazy, bro. Your thoughts on that in the comment section, and as always, it's your boy.